with the grand reveal of the season having Johnny Depp emerge as the winner of the defamation case. Amber Heard hasn't exactly been handling things in a great way, and although she has been repeatedly busted on the stand, the actress still seems to be relentless with her lies. Only that this time, the words came out of her lawyer's mouth on live TV. So, what else has Amber lied about this time, and how could it affect her already spiraling public image? When the verdict of the 6-week-long trial was revealed and it came in Johnny's favor, everyone expected that Amber would probably be upset, but we didn't really expect her to lash out like she did. Given that every single person that watched the trial was pretty convinced she had been lying for the most part of her testimony. But while the damage had been done and people were actually already looking to move on from all of it, she decides to pull another fast one on us. The only difference is that this time, the lie didn't specifically come right out of Amber's mouth as was the norm before. This time, it came from her lead counsel. And get this, it happened only a few hours after the verdict was passed. Pretty bold, wouldn't you agree? It took Elaine less than 24 hours after the verdict was read to get on live TV and lie to our faces again, and this happened while the lawyer was on an interview with CBS when she categorically told the world that her team had medical records dating all the way back to 2012. For context, the lawyer was speaking about the appeal chances and why she believes they have a case. On that note, she openly lied to the world about what they really had, which was therapist's notes, as opposed to records of Amber actually going to see a doctor to get treatment for the alleged assault she claimed to have suffered at the hands of Johnny Depp. As if it wasn't already bad enough that she lied one time, the lawyer actually repeated the exact same statement on a second interview. Only a day after the verdict was read, this time she said,
in your closing arguments, that if they found even one instance of abuse, and it did not even have to be physical abuse, that they would have to find for Amber Heard, and they didn't.
And the other part to bear in mind here is nothing changed. The op-ed didn't even mention Mr. Depp by name. And so what basically they did here is demonize her. And they were able to suppress the medical records, which were very, very significant because they showed a pattern going all the way back to 2012.
Although it is in a different context this time. But the fact remains that she has openly lied on live TV twice in a row, and she would have probably gotten away with it if not for a Twitter user that revealed what the lawyer was actually referring to. In the words of the user, Amber Heard confused many by saying she had medical records the judge suppressed. She means therapist notes, items she self-reported, so just words. There were no x-rays or stitches, no ER visits. At this point, you can say it's almost like they enjoy their credibility being torn down at every instant, and that's exactly the point a lot of users have been making. Like this user who wrote, she also said she didn't seek medical treatment after each alleged assault. So her words are just hearsay. That's why no one believes her. If JD had done half the things she accused him of, literally everyone around would have seen it and reported it, and she would have been to the ER. Another user who was also confused by the lie and all of Amber's previous statements wrote, "That is one thing I couldn't understand. If you claim you were abused with a broken bottle, definitely any sane person would have visited the hospital. But like you said, no medical records whatsoever. This then proves that there were no assault to begin with. Obviously, they seem to have reached their threshold, and as it is, they've made it clear that they would do anything just to garner a little bit of affection from the general public. But let's see just how far that will get her now that she's trying to get an appeal hearing. Tell us, did you also fall for the lies Elaine told, or were you ahead of the pack?